What's up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, aka the King of Soul, and today we got some Jordan 4s to look at. The Air Jordan 4 Retro. Now this is the Thunder colorway. Before we get into the review, do me a favor. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. If you do dig the content, also hit that share button. These videos that we do on this channel are strictly for review purposes, so if you do happen to have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to drop those down below. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the review. So this sneaker does come in this all black box here, and then for the most part you do notice this kind of gloss speckled effect going throughout the entire packaging. On the box lid you do have the yellow Jordan Jumpman logo there in yellow, and you do have the flight branding there in white. The package itself, nothing really too much, just more hits of that gloss speckled effect going throughout the entire packaging. Up underneath the box, it is pretty much a solid all black finish, and then you do have these white Nike branding here, and then the copyright information there. Up top you do have the yellow Jordan Jumpman logo there with the flight branding, so for those that do care about that, there you go. Now the box label on this sneaker does read Air Jordan 4 Retro. The colorway says black, white, and then tour yellow. So when you do open the box, up underneath, and it is a swing box lid, you do have this hit of yellow up underneath. It doesn't look like there's any stamps or anything special to note there. You are met with this white tissue paper here, and it does have these hit of gray speckles going throughout the entire paper itself. And then up underneath you are met with the sneaker itself. The sneaker does come double wrapped, and they do have this plain white tissue paper up underneath. There is a YM sticker here on the inside as well. But other than that, nothing really too much to note on the package inside. But excellent sneaker, man. Air Jordan 4 Retro Thunder, man, nubuck all black, and then it does have the hits of yellow going throughout this one. I actually dubbed this as the Pittsburgh Steelers colorway. But yeah, man, excellent sneaker. I'm definitely happy to get this one in my collection. I've been wanting this pair for some time, and I just felt like it was the right time to spin the block and get a pair of these on the channel, especially, because I wanted to review these on the channel for you guys, because this is an excellent pair. But there you go, let's get into it. Air Jordan 4 Retro Thunder. So let's take a look at the right sneaker like we always do. And from, hindsight, the sneaker does look just like, any other Air Jordan 4. So of course you have your standard Air Jordan 4 build. Now the entire upper portion of the sneaker is composed of this black nubuck material here. They do have the standard hits just like any other Air Jordan 4. So on the mid portion here, they do have this black ribbed out cage here. And then up underneath they do have this yellow nylon mesh material. Going towards the back portion of the sneaker, you actually do see this triangular wing here, and they do have that in black. And they do have these yellow, tour yellow, whatever they're calling it, the tour yellow colored lace crowns there. Other than that, it's just all black nubuck going out, throughout the entire sneaker, even around the sock liner. As we make our way towards the midsole of the sneaker, so on the lateral side, you do have this hit of yellow for the midsole. Up underneath, you do actually see this standard bubble that's consistent with Air Jordan 4 sneakers. You do have this black rubber showing up from underneath, and then this secondary midsole situation here in that yellow as well. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the lateral side of the sneaker. Is just all black and yellow, just like any other Air Jordan 4. As far as build, nothing else really too much to brag about there. Switching things over, going towards the front toe box area of the sneaker, you do have more of that black nubuck material. The only thing that I hate about the nubuck on this one, it looks good, but of course over time you gotta keep a lint brush handy, because this material does tend to collect a lot of dust and debris. So you definitely want to keep a lint roller on these to keep the sneaker from looking crazy. But you do have this nubuck mud guard here, and they do have the black stitching, and that is consistent throughout the entire sneaker resell. Going up top, you know, you to the upper portion of the toe box area, you do have this black cage that's like, you know, consistent with the netting on both sides of the sneaker. It's in all black there, and they do have like, you know, the yellow mesh material up underneath. Going towards like the mid portion of the tongue, it is like, you know, consistent as far as like, you know, that netting material. And then they do have the nylon yellow up under, you know, the laces there. The sneaker does come pre-laced, and they do have like, you know, these flat black laces here. No secondary lace options with this release, but I mean, I feel like this black is the way to go with this particular pair. Going up top on the tongue here, you do have this black tag here, and you do have the white Jumpman logo there, and then you do have the Flight branding there in yellow. Going behind the tongue, you do have this hit of yellow, and then of course you have your black Air Jordan tag there, and it is like, you know, upside down in white, just like, you know, with most Air Jordan 4 sneakers, they do have that tag there. The inner liner of the sneaker is all black. Going towards the medial side of the sneaker, pretty consistent with Air Jordan 4s. It is consistent with the other side of the sneaker. You do have this yellow midsole, black rubber going towards the front toe box area, more of the black nubuck here, and then of course you have your hits of yellow here in the mid portion, and this nylon mesh material behind the black netting material here. You do have this black triangular wing, and then you do have the yellow lace crowns there, and that's pretty much it for the medial side. Going towards the back portion of the sneaker, so this time they did go with the white Jordan Jumpman logo there. They didn't give us the Nike branding on this one, but it is what it is. They did give us like this plastic pull tab, which is like, you know, consistent in the standard with most Air Jordan 4 sneakers. Going towards like the bottom portion of the heel, you do have more of that black nubuck material surrounding the plastic, you know, here for the pull tab. And that's pretty much it for the rear, man. Nothing else to know there. Going towards the bottom portion of the sneaker, it is consistent with most Air Jordan 4, so you do have the standard Air Jordan 4 traction. So it is herringbone traction going throughout the entire bottom portion of the sneaker. You do have this hit of yellow going up towards like the front toe box area, surrounding the front upper portion of the toe box. You do have like, you know, these stars. And you do have the white Jordan Jumpman logo there, smack dead in the middle. Other than that, it's just an all black, you know, bottom, you know, standard Air Jordan 4, you know, bottom. But that's pretty much it on this sneaker. They didn't give us like, you know, a tag or anything on this pair, but the left sneaker is consistent with the right. They even have the Air Jordan tag on the back of the tongue there. Other than that, the only thing that I didn't really notate was actually just, you know, the insole of the sneaker, and it is all black, and it does have the white Jordan Jumpman logo there on the insole. But other than that, in a nutshell, that's pretty much it for this sneaker. If I was actually to rate this one, I would actually give this one a 10 out of 10. Air Jordan 4s are slowly becoming one of my favorite silhouettes that Jordan brand has to offer. As far as the colorway, I love, like, you know, the black and yellow, like the simplicity of it. Like at the end of the day, like the yellow just pops. So like, yeah, man, you can get this off with like, you know, black jeans and, you know, black sweats. Like, this isn't a hard sneaker to match. I don't feel like it's an everyday sneaker by any means, but at the end of the day, it is an excellent sneaker to have in the collection. So I definitely want to shout out to the vendor who actually gifted me this pair so I can review on the channel for you guys. But I do highly encourage you guys to stay in tune with me like always. I can be reached on all social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, even here on YouTube. Everything is at the King of Soul. But before we go, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a B-roll and a 360 like I always do. But there you go, Air Jordan 4 Retro Thunder. So there's the front of the sneaker. There's the lateral side of the right, the lateral side of the left. There's the bottom portion of the sneaker. There's your medial side. And then there's your rear. But I do thank you guys for, taking the time to tune in like always. But until next time, see you later.